most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackara.
Well, what's the old saying? Rainy days and Mondays. How about rainy days and Fridays to kickstart the weekend? Although much of the week has featured wet weather. It looks cloudy and gray in Hershey as the rain comes down from our vantage point here, looking at Hershey Park from the Milton Hershey School. We've almost had an inch of rain already in Lititz. This is just since midnight now, remember. And we said that we thought the overnight and the early part of Friday morning would be the worst of the rain, and that seems to be holding true here this morning. East Earl coming in at over 3/4 of an inch. New Oxford getting a healthy 6/10, and Lancaster Country Day School also coming in at 6/10 of an inch of rain. And yes, it is still falling out there. Temperatures dropping into the low to mid 50s. We anticipate that we're going to be stuck in the 50s here today with a northerly breeze and the rain coming down. Philly holding in the 60s, as is Baltimore and D.C., but for us, it's going to be just a rainy day with temperatures in the 50s. And we can see pockets here. Look at Berks County, parts of Schuylkill County, northern York County, over into Perry County, where the rain is coming down fast and furious. And what's happening is this is going to develop into a coastal low. So rather than, I know we're getting some breaks here, but this whole thing is kind of going to pivot as the low pushes up to the north and east. So we're not going to be out of the woods yet, and there's going to be a sharp cutoff to the rain. But certainly in our eastern counties, I expect some showers to continue well through the afternoon. So yesterday's low was 54. The high was 78. We actually got very warm yesterday with that afternoon sunshine, and then that boiled up some storms, mainly across the northern tier yesterday. But the airport did pick up almost 1/10 of an inch of rain. So it's been a good month so far for our drought. The rain coming in fits and spurts, but this is going to be very healthy as we kickstart a holiday weekend, Mother's Day, and we're going to get into that too. But when we look at Manheim Central High School and the hour-by-hour temperatures, it does not get too pleasant today. As warm as yesterday was, today will be about 20 degrees cooler, only reaching 58 degrees. Now, again, we do have a sharp cutoff to this. Notice western Pennsylvania clearing already, and I expect us to stay cloudy here today, even when the rain tapers this afternoon. But I do think the worst of the rain is falling now through about 9 or 10 a.m. Then that will taper to showers for the rest of the day, and we'll follow that up with a very nice weekend. So it's one area of low pressure that has to kind of swing through and then pivot toward the coast. And then after that, we will tap into some drier weather basically through Monday. It looks like a nice 3-day stretch here for us after today. So here's the rain, steady, heavy this morning. By about 10 a.m., it's going to taper to some showers here, and most of the rest of the day looks dry. But there could be a few lingering showers here even into this evening for some of our eastern counties. But the good news is this does not linger now. It pushes out overnight. So I think when we wake up tomorrow morning, this was some of the questions I had about the forecast yesterday. Models seem to have resolved that. It looks like a dry weekend from start to finish. Sunday really looks awesome for Mother's Day. How much rain today? I would say add another ½ inch to an inch. A good soaker for us here, especially for the first half of the day. But it's going to be cool. Temperatures don't really budge out of the 50s. We will likely get into the upper 50s later, but that's all we can muster here today. It's going to be chilly tonight. Temperatures dropping into the mid-40s for a cool Saturday start, and then we will bounce up to around 70 degrees tomorrow afternoon. And tomorrow's going to be a bit of a breezy day. Even today could be a little bit breezy. Winds from the north helping to lock in that cool weather. But we do expect a breezy Saturday behind this storm now. Winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So the extended outlook, we know the weekend's going to be nice. Mother's Day especially looks good. After a cool start, we get up to 72. Lots of sunshine. What about next week? Clouds increase Monday. We do stay dry, but the middle part of next week is starting to look damp again, with Tuesday and Wednesday pegged for some more showers. So a cool day, a rainy one, with the rain tapering to showers by mid-morning. Then as we look ahead to tonight, 45, clearing skies, it's going to be cool. The weekend looks phenomenal, though. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy. And then next week, we'll do a little more rain, which is, again, not a bad thing after a dry weekend. So it's nice that the dry weather lines up for Saturday and Sunday.
It sure is. All right. Thank you so much, Brett. We'll be right back.